How to create a digital planner on Canva to sell on Etsy. Make sure to watch until the end so you don't make any mistakes.
Okay, so the first step is to open the Canva homepage and search for planner. And select one right here. As you can see, Canva offers a bunch of super cool pre-designed templates that are fully customizable. But for this tutorial, I'll be showing you how to create your planner from scratch. And for that, I'll be selecting this option right here, which is create a blank planner. Now that we have a blank canvas, let's start by thinking about a theme for our planner. So I'm personally going for a very feminine pinky look. So now I'm going to be clicking on the background option. I'm going to go to the background color, and I'm now looking for a pastel pinky type of color that I can work with. So perhaps maybe I can go to this pink one, and I can kind of play around with the color until I get a pastel pink. Now that I found a color that I very much love, I'm going to be adding some text. So for that, I'm going to be going to the text tab right here. And you can either find a font combination right here that you like. There's a bunch of options. So basically, to give you an idea, when you click on it, it will be here and you can edit it. But for this example, I'll just go ahead and click on add a heading. So now I'm going to be giving it a name. I'm going to call this weekly planner. And now I'm going to be positioning this at the top center of my page, like that. Now I want to change my font to a more kind of feminine look. I like this one quite a lot. And now I'm also going to be changing my color. So I kind of increased my font size as well as changed the color to a prettier one. Now I'll create the layout. So to do that, I'm going to the elements on the left. Then I'll go to this shape section and click on see all. For this example, I'll choose a square right here. And now I'm going to be shrinking it and turn it into a shape like that. First, I'll go to the border style, and here I'll select the first option, and then I'm going to be kind of creating my borders. Then I'm going to the border color section, and I'm going to be selecting the same color as my title. Then I'm going to the color of kind of the filling, and I'm going to be selecting a color that I like. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this, kind of move it next to it, and these little boxes will be for the month off and the weeks. And I'm going to add month off, change the color, kind of center it to the left. And I'm going to do the same thing here and write the week. Now you can choose a simple square and resize it to create a cell for each day of the week. So at the end, you'll have 7. So if you go with the option of choosing a simple shape like the square, this is how it can turn out to be like. But I think I'll go back to elements, and then I'll search for notes. I'm gonna go to graphics, and then I'm gonna go click see all. Here, as you can see, you have so many cool options which you can basically do the same thing for. So I found this one, which I thought was super cute. I think I'm gonna be going with this one. I'm resizing it, changing the color. And basically, once I get it to the size that I want, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be duplicating this, place it in the middle, duplicating this again, and place it on the right. I'm going to continue to do the same thing. What you can do here is you can select the 3 of them at the same time, kind of say duplicate, then it will create 3 squares, then you can directly move it right here. I'm going to be duplicating one of the squares one more time to cover the entire week. And there we have it. We have 7th day of the week. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go to the text section, and I'm gonna be saying add a little bit of text body right here. I'm gonna start to write the days of the week. So let's start with Monday. Then I'm kind of moving it right here, selecting the same font, increasing the font size so we can see it better, putting it in the middle, changing it to white, duplicating it, and writing twos, duplicating it again, moving it to Wednesday, editing it, and basically I'll continue to do the same thing until I have all the days of the week covered. So at the end, this is how it will look like. This next part is very important, so make sure you pay close attention. Now it's time to create a daily planner layout, and later we'll hyperlink these pages to our weekly planner right here. So to add more pages to your planner, click on Add Page below your current design. We're going to be starting with a blank page like this. Then maybe let's continue with adding a title at the top, just like before. So now I'm going to be changing the font again to the one that I previously used. Now I'm going to search for lines, like this one right here. So I'm going to be clicking on that and kind of moving it underneath my date. We can now add elements like checkboxes, habit trackers, or note sections and customize these type of things using shapes and lines. I'm again going to the element section and I'm going to type in list. Here, as you can see, you have a bullet point type of thingies that you can use for your design. I found these little bullet points that I like. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate my date, kind of move it right here, make sure there's enough spacing there, and I'm just gonna say to do. Duplicate my line that I used previously, kind of bring it here, and now I'm gonna be duplicating my bullet points. I'm gonna be going to the element section again, and once again, search for lines. So once I find a line that I like, I'm gonna be moving it next to one of my bullet points, duplicating it, and continue with the same steps until all my bullet points are covered with lines. Now I'm searching for shapes. And once again, I'm clicking on the square. So here what I'm doing is I'm bringing my square on top of my to-do list. I'm gonna do a right click, then I'll go to layer, and I'm gonna select send to back. I'll adjust it a bit, and now it's time to change the color. Here I can go to border style again and play around with the borders. And now I'm changing my border color. Once you're satisfied with the way you look, you can select all the elements within this, group them, and then adjust the size accordingly. Once again, I'm adding another square, taking it behind my to-do list, enlarging it, going through the same process of changing the color and adjusting the shape, copying my text, moving it over to the box, and renaming it to notes. And now I'm going to be looking for fun images that I can add to my daily planner. I'm going to be searching for girly elements. Going to graphics and picking elements that goes with my team. Once I found an element that I like, I'm going to be adding to my design. Once again, I'm coming to element sections and searching for shapes that I can add to the background. Once I find an element that I like, I'll move it to the corner of my page. Then I'll click on the color and go for a color that goes with my team. Now I'm going to copy it and place it over to the other edge. So before finishing our design and moving to hyperlinking this page to our weekly planner, what I'm going to be doing for last is I'm going to be typing Monday, and I'm going to try to find a graphic that goes well with my team. I'll click on that. I like this one and I think it goes quite well with my team. Now I'll kind of move around with the day and the date to find the best width within my design. Now that I'm happy with my design, I'll go back to the first planner that we did. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go to Monday and I'm going to group these two elements. Now that I grouped my elements, I'm going to be clicking on link right here. And then you'll see this page in this document section. I'm going to be clicking on the second page, which is the one that we just created.
Now, each time you click on Monday, you'll be directed to the page dedicated to that day. So you can do this same thing for every single day of the week. So to give you an idea, I'm going to be doing this for Tuesday. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate this page for Monday. Once you use an element, you'll see this magic recommendation sections. I'm going to say see all, and here I'm going to find Tuesday. I'm going to click on that, delete the one for Monday, and move this there. Now that it's nicely placed, I'm going to go back to my weekly planner, group Tuesday. I'm going to right click on it, again go to link, and then I'm going to be linking it to the third slide, which is dedicated to Tuesday. Then I'm going to click on done. And now each time you click on Tuesday, you'll be directed to the Tuesday page. Once you do the same thing for the other days of the week, your weekly planner is ready. Page is ready. You can go to share, click on download, and select PDF standard. As you can see, we're now on the PDF version of our weekly planner. And now I'm going to be clicking on Monday and be directed to the page dedicated to it. Likewise, if I click on Tuesday, then I'm going to be directed to the Tuesday page.